Craft Beer Nation, Todd Ellis for Craftbeericans, and here we are at episode 84. We're celebrating the 1980s in these episodes as we count down from 99 all the way to number 1. And episode 84, I'm dedicating to the greatest year in the greatest decade in the history of mankind, 1984. Ronald Reagan, George Bush, Ghostbusters was in theaters, the real Ghostbusters, not this fake one. You could buy a brand new Corvette for just a shade over $23,000 and gas was $1.10 a gallon. Pretty darn great decade. The Macintosh computer was introduced to the world in 1984. So was HIV. I also graduated high school in 1984. 1984 was special in another way. I had my very first craft beer. Now, we didn't call it craft beer in 1984. We called it fancy, expensive beer that we couldn't afford. But just after I started my senior year, it was about this time of year, September, somebody's cousin from somewhere brought in a whole bunch of Anchor Steam. And now the Anchor Steam Brewery has been in business for a long, long time, since the turn of the century. And it was the very first, I guess you'd call it, craft beer that I ever had. So haven't had one in a while. So we're going to give it a try again right now. Now I've been working out in the yard today, really getting warmed up, heated up good, and this Anchor Steam is going down pretty doggone fine. Not as good as I remember it in 1984, and I know I've had some since, but I don't really recall it. It's not at all unpleasant. I'd say ordinary. I'd say it's a rather ordinary beer, but there's nothing wrong with that. I like a good ordinary beer every now and then. You know, I think I'm going to give this one a message in a bottle. I think I'd toss this one the empty. I'd drink it first, but I'd toss the empty in the ocean with a little note saying, maybe you should try this, maybe you'll like it. So there you have it, 1984, episode 84, Craftbeericans and Anchor Steam.
The Craftbeericans, doing their part to make America better, one craft beer at a time.